I apologize for any damage my timeline meddling may have caused. You, your loved ones, your rivals. Let's get out of this system, yeah? And encounter the orb awaiting us, whatever it may be. Delightful. I was hoping it would be the Korra after they attempted to derail me with the road not taken. What fun we could have had last episode. Though I do appreciate them showing up to add some excitement for me. Anyway, are you ready for more story time? I hope you're ready for more story time.
We are the Ur-Quan Core. We cleanse our destiny. You will soon die. Make whatever rituals are necessary for your species.
This, of course, is not the reveal of the Korra image as it pops up at the launch of the Ur-Quan Masters MEGAMOD. However, this is our first time encountering them in-game. You know? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Hold. What you are doing to us is wrong. Why do you do this thing?
The words. The words. The words. Alien, you have spoken the words. You have spoken them rightly. We will explain to you about the Dinyari, our slave masters, the Taelo, our only friends, whom we exterminated, and our reasons why we cleanse the galaxy of all other sentient life. We have explained this before, over 20,000 years ago. Your words, why do you do this thing, echo that ancient plea. You see, alien, we were a proud and mighty race, who were cruelly enslaved. For thousands of years we had no free will. We were nothing more than tools. Never again will anyone enslave our people. We cleanse the galaxy of such threats.
Korra, tell us about yourselves.
We evolved on a hostile world, the descendants of solitary hunters. In a world where one species is the dominant killer, one's only threat is one's brother, one's sister, anyone of one's species. Civilization did not come easily to us. We earned it. We mastered our hatreds and murderous desires to form a mighty culture. In those ancient days, there was no Korra or Kazertza, only the Ur-Quan. We explored our world, and then the space beyond. Here we met the 6 races of the sentient milieu. Here we met the Taelo, the only species we ever called friend. Our association with the Taelo and the milieu lasted for 3,000 years. We, the Ur-Quan, who could not tolerate the presence of others, became the milieu's scouts, their solitary explorers.
Who were the Taelo? Never mind the device we have aboard this vessel you seek to cleanse.
Of all the species we have met, only the Taelo did not trigger our instinctive territoriality. They were the only people we could stand with, or talk to, without the hunter inside us screaming, "Kill the interloper, rip out its life." We believe that the same factors that made the Taelo non-threatening to us, their unusual rock-like biology, also gave the Taelo natural immunity to the Dinyari's psychic compulsion. The Dinyari would not permit this. After they had conquered all 6 of the other races in the milieu, they commanded us to attack the Taelo, and we did. The Taelo would not fight back. They died.
Who or what are the Dinyari?
It was on a routine planetfall that one of our milieu scout ships first met the Dinyari, the creatures you know as our talking pets. But the Dinyari were different then. They were evilly intelligent and wielded psychic powers to control the minds of others. They wanted to rule the universe. We had no choice but to give it to them. Our Ur-Quan scout ships transported the Dinyari through the milieu. The war for dominance, such as it was quick and bloodless. Within weeks, the Dinyari controlled all races but one, the Taelo.
How did you defeat the Dinyari?
For thousands of years, we were unthinking slaves to the Dinyari. Like the 5 other surviving races of the old milieu, we had no choice. The Dinyari's compulsion was too strong to resist. But the Dinyari were not satisfied with their slave races. The Yuli and the Drawl were inferior, they decided, and so they instructed us to incinerate their worlds, and we did. The Dinyari had a special liking for us, Ur-Quan, so they began to tinker with our genes, to improve us, their favored slaves. Their efforts to split the Ur-Quan into 2 sub-races, the Green Ur-Quan, affect scientists and bureaucrats, and the Black Ur-Quan, their effectuators, the builders, the fighters, the doers. The Kor-Ah are the Black Ur-Quan, the Kazertza are the Green. I grow tired of talking, alien, and your time grows short. I will continue for but a moment longer. When we discovered that intense pain could block the Dinyari's mental powers, we were able to destroy them, but it took years. Can you imagine, alien, what it must have been like to wear an excruciator? To live in endless screaming pain for months on end? No, you cannot.
I enjoy the personality differences conveyed in the Gazurza and the Korra by intoning the words. The Gazurza have this very much ritualistic, 4-minute long, epic. Gazurza, there's a back and forth of asking questions. Gazurza keep it clipped, though, and, are very much sick of this interaction and wish to kill us now. To cleanse.
No, it is not. There is more you must hear.
Just kidding.
When the war was over, the great Kor-Ah rose from our ranks and declared the path of now and forever. We would cleanse the galaxy. No one would ever threaten the Ur-Quan this way again. We had cleansed one of the 3 remaining milieu races, and were in orbit around a second's home world. From the surface came a plea, identical to the words you spoke a few moments ago. The one-eyed creatures, the male Num, asked so simply, so clearly, that we felt compelled to explain. While we did so, the Kazertza appeared. They would not permit us to destroy, they said. Enslave, yes. Imprison, yes. But never destroy. The moment was tense. Someone opened fire. The first doctrinal war had begun. While we fought, the male Num escaped. We never found them again. When our battle was done, we, the Kor-Ah, were defeated. However, the Kazertza let us go. We were exiled. We traveled through space, rebuilt the strength of our battle fleets, and continued our plan to cleanse threats from the galaxy for all Ur-Quan. You have heard our words, and perhaps you understand us a bit better. But now, it is time for us to cleanse you.
Now, they're done. Yeah, male Num, by the way. Precursors of the Melnorme. That is canonical fact, confirmed by the creators. I have not done any practicing against Korra Marauders. Certainly not with the flagship in its current configuration. So this is going to be fun for me. They have a powerful Nova attack that uses a lot of energy, and then they have these wonderfully delightful long-range blades that home a little bit. That Nova energy from the fried system or whatever defeats everything. If you think you are going to get something through that, you're not. Alright, we lost 16 crew. It's been better. Definitely better. There are some ships, though, that handle what the Korra bring to the table extremely well. And maybe if you're real good, we'll have another Super Melee, and we'll go over stuff like that. Anyway, I am bruised from my crew armor being diminished by those blades. Oh, I haven't fought them for 14 years. A little rusty. Let's not use that. Let's go into devices and not use the Vux piece. Let's get out of here, yeah? I think we've had enough of that. Go to the star map, and let me reconfirm my notes here. Yeah. I am tempted to not head to Seoul, but will. Ooh. At the top there, I can't recall whether this is base game behavior or like base Ur-Quan Masters project behavior. Once you go through one of these, it actually tells you where it leads to. Neat. Well, anyway, we're going through this one. It would, I have enough fuel and supplies that I could go elsewhere, but let's get the Starbase Commander's input on what I've got. Also, there's the Korra Sphere of Influence. Currently, the Kazurza and Korra are locked in an doctrinal war, a conflict, to determine Ur-Quan, like, ideology supremacy. And from what we've learned in the game, the Korra are winning. The Ur-Quan wish to be paternalistic slave masters. The Korra wish to cleanse us. Perhaps there's a third option. And it does not involve heading to the Melnorme to turn in our biodata and Rainbow World location to get all the galaxy knowledge. No, we're going to Earth. Let's go. Commander Hayes.
Ah, Captain, I'm glad you're back. Before we proceed, I wanted you to know we're receiving a priority distress call from the Zokfat homeworld at Alpha Tucanae. The signal was urgent but extremely weak. The only portions of the transmission that we can be sure of are help, Black Destroyer, planet under attack, help, worse than Zabranki, whatever that means, and finally, help.
Commander, I have minerals to offload.
If you can keep this up, we'll turn that flagship of yours into a genuine dreadnought killer.
Yeah, that definitely hasn't already happened. Can your scientists analyze what I've acquired since my last visit?
The analysis reads as follows. Subject, hostile alien creature. Data?
This is newly promoted junior scientist Hawkins reporting. Dr. Chu, he's the leader of the section. He's still in sick bay. He's been there ever since that thing took a swipe at him and he got too close to the cage. I guess it's got like triple jointed arms or something with spikes and razor plates all over. The data? Oh yeah, right. The subject is a xenoteratomorph, a big honking one I might add. It eats everything, plants, animal tissue, wood, ceramics, plastic, asbestos fibers, several types of metal chairs, a desk, and about half of everything a security officer wears. What it doesn't eat, it chews. And what it doesn't chew, well, it breaks up into tiny little pieces. What? Summary? Oh yeah, summary. The sooner you get that thing off the starbase, the less likely it is that thing will get loose and kill us all. I guess that's it.
That's the end of our scientist report.
I do hardly enjoy how Hayes has zero reaction. Just, that's the universe scientist report. That's that. Okay.
Farewell, Captain.
The Zokfot pick are under attack. That was a clock that I called out had been started. And if we fail to respond in time, they will be eliminated from the game. We have many resource units now. I am contemplating putting in the third Hellbore cannon. The side shots are going to take me some relearning, but I am willing to let her rip. Let's put in that Hellbore cannon. I'll keep you with me here. We're going to do some adjusting by adding some dynamo units. 13.7. If I add this here, that's 14.4. Yeah. 3 dynamos and 2 Shiva furnaces are more efficient for energy generation. So a shot from each Hellbore cannon consumes 6. But I believe the spread and the side shots each consume 12 because they're firing 2 shots. Yeah, I think that's how it works. I'll keep a little bit of storage, just as a treat, I guess. I'm gonna be able to haul around a few things. I did not replace the point defense, though. Yeah, okay. Put the point defense back there. That way, we can tell those Ur-Quan fighters to stay home. And I might adjust this as we continue to move forward, like this other storage bay. I could very easily have that be a second crew pod, so that my flagship is sturdier in combat situations. So if I end up in a real awful spot of bouncing off a planet or getting T-boned by a dreadnought, I don't lose. But I'll leave things as they are here for now. Our time of accumulating resources is very much at an end. Shipyard-wise, it looks like I've lost some crew. 20 crew. 4 off on Pakunki's vessel there, and then 16 there. 16 plus 4 tells me 20. That's incredible mathematics of my part. Whew. Let's pull up my notes, because I didn't have those open. You can hang out with me. Let's see here. We'll say 20 crew. 20 mostly to core blades. That will be a total of 341 crew lost. Alright. Crew. 34 plus 16 is 50. 15, 18, 19, 20. We'll rock with these vessels. That's gonna do it. I'll catch you as we're leaving Seoul. Before I respond to the plea of the Zokfot pick, worse than Zabranki, how bad could it really be, right? We have some other business to tend to. Let's use our quasi-portal device. And we are heading for this portal. Here in late April, that spits us out over here. We'll hit up the Admiral's star in a bit. Before I do that, though, let's see what's going on down here, yeah? Yeah. Just just check in. See what the haps are. What's going on? We got time. As we cross over into May, it has nearly been a full year since I showed up at the Pakunk homeworld. That was in late May when that transpired, like May 26th, somewhere around there. Yeah, we'll just hit up this system, and we'll see what happens. Hey, how's it going?
What am I seeing on my view screen? It's none other than the flattened old face of our friend the human. But, old ally, are you not knowing that we, the Yehat, are allied with the Ur-Quan now? And your presence outside the slave shield and in an armed starship are clear violations of your oath of fealty. Whatever shall we do? It just isn't the right thing to kill you, human, but as a loyal member of my clan, I must obey the wishes of our queen.
We should be allies, friends. Explain why this cannot be.
Your words are flying in the face of the facts, human. We are no longer being your allies. But unlike the nobles of our homeworld, we of the Starship clans are bereaved at this course of events. The Queen's decision to be joining the hierarchy pains us.
At least help us with materials for our struggle.
We cannot. To be doing so would be a direct violation of our Royal Queen's commands.
Think, Yehat, the sheer dishonor of it all.
We cannot be giving you material aid, Captain. But perhaps you can make use of this information, Captain. When we were fighting the Great War against the Mycons, we encountered a number of odd worlds which seemed to be having their crust shattered. Molten lava ran across the surface in huge rivers, and dense metallic elements were abundant. But the strangest world we found was the first planet at the star at coordinate 639.5 231.2. The Mycons were guarding this planet with an almost limitless number of their pod ships as though there was something of great value there. We could never break through their forces though we destroyed scores of their ships. Perhaps, if you fare better than us or can somehow trick the Mycons to let you land, you may discover the secret and it may help you in your quest.
I'm gonna pop the log up for that. Just to, make sure I have that right in my notes. Yeah, I got those coordinates reversed. Those numbers. Yeah, there we go. 639.5, 231.2. The Mycons guarding this planet with a seemingly limitless amount of ships. Perhaps we can find a way to trick the Mycons and discover something there that will help us in our quest. Thank you. By your honor, Yehat Captain, I, Grimith, have encountered an offshoot of your species, the Pakunk. Tell us about them.
The cowards live? This is unbelievable! It is a sad, sad day to be hearing this thing from you, human. I can't even say their vile name. The Pakunk is the greatest embarrassment our species has ever suffered. Do not be calling these wretched creatures an offshoot of our species. Better is to be calling them garbage or droppings. Better yet, do not be talking about them at all.
I call upon you, in the name of the United Federation of Worlds. Honor your word and fight for our cause.
As much as my heart cries to aid ye valiant human, I cannot. Each of us is sworn first to our queen, who has commanded us to treat ye as an enemy of the crown.
Your species' obligation cannot simply be forgotten. What about your honor? Your pride?
Can't you see that you're killing me, human? The shame, the awful shame of it. What you say is true. We should be under the same wing, but damn your eyes. Our queen has given the Ur-Quan our allegiance, and there is nothing I can be doing about it now.
And that's that interaction. Yeah, and it gets to end peacefully. How about that? See if I can creep into this world, just for fun. He says just for fun, seeing that it's a fucking sapphire world. Yeah, fun, alright. Yeah, I got your fun right here. Putting that one storage bay to great use. Oop. What's our haul up to? 166 at 25 resource units a pop? That's so many people! I will eschew head patting that gas giant. We're gonna head out of the system here. The Pakunk spheres of influence and the Yahat spheres of influence have intersected. And I'm actually just gonna sit out here, and we're gonna run into some spheres of just gonna see what happens.
We have decided that our Yahat siblings are in need of our love and good counsel. We have waited far too long to return home and heal the wound that has kept our race apart these many centuries. When we arrive in the Serpentis constellation, we will greet our Yahat brethren with warm hugs of affection, which, I am sure, shall be returned in kind.
Your trip is fruitless. The Yahat will blow you out of the stars.
No. We are certain that our Yahat siblings are spiritually prepared for our reunion. We shall proceed.
What? No.
We have set out to return home. Home to our loving but misguided brothers and sisters. Please, do not try to stop us this time. We are firm in our resolve.
You have left your home star systems unguarded. What if they are invaded?
Nothing but material possessions, Captain. We, the Kunk, having risen to the 99th septic plane planethead, are far beyond trapping our spiritual needs with crude matter. We are dedicated to returning home to heal our dysfunctional species structure. We understand that you mean well, but there is nothing you can do to dissuade us this time.
Turn back! Our most mystical device, the Ouija board, gave us a definite no when we asked about it. When we asked it about your trip.
This is an ominous portent. We must consult our spirit guides before proceeding. Unfortunately, we will have to return home to do this properly. Thank you for your consent.
And so the Pakunk sphere of influence will go all the way back. On a side note, I can actually head back at the end of this month / start of the next month to get 4 more Pakunk Furies if I were so interested. We'll probably be fine. Let's head for here now. And whatever we run into, we run into. This has already been an action-packed episode full of so much dialogue. It has been, hasn't it? Yeah, it has been. Past these loot and plunder star systems. And here we are, in the middle of May, and there are planets we left behind here in Alpha Serenkov. The Kunk have begun to retreat. I say retreat. I gotta go consult their spirit guides back home in the sphere of the Ilrath. And I think given how busy this episode has been, I'm gonna leave you all here Next time. Well, there are all these planets, and they could have wonderful things for us, particularly that radioactive world, perhaps. But here, delivering Vux's beauty, that will be the crown jewel of next episode. I'll see you then. Take care.